Hey everyone, this is Griffin McElroy from Polygon.com with a quick rundown on the upgrade system in Batman Arkham Knight. There are a ton of things to unlock in Batman Arkham Knight, from new combat abilities to Batmobile weapon upgrades, and it's a pretty straightforward system. However, regardless of what your playstyle is, there are a few upgrades that you should absolutely prioritize in order to make your Batmaning a smoother and much more enjoyable activity. In my opinion, the first thing that you should absolutely go for and unlock is in the Batmobile weapons tree, the 60mm cannon reload speed upgrade. And if you can afford it, the second tier of this upgrade. You're going to be doing a lot of the tank combat in this game. And I actually even like the tank combat. I know it's kind of a divisive feature, but whether you like it or hate it, it's going to be a lot smoother, and the battles are going to be a lot quicker if you don't have to wait quite so long for your main cannon to reload. The initial reload speed on the cannon is pretty sluggish, and even this first tier is going to make your battles in the tank a lot faster. In the same vein, the energy absorption efficiency perk is really helpful too in helping you get through those fights a lot faster. They let you get to the missile barrage and the other special weapons a lot quicker. The next tree that I would recommend spending a lot of your points in early on in the game is the Batsuit tree. The two that I recommend spending some points on early on in the game, and they're expensive, they cost quite a few upgrade points, but they're worth it, are the grapnel boosts, which drastically increase your grapnel speed and allow you to rocket the Batman into space, basically, once you hit the top tier level of it. It makes traversal around the city so much easier. And the other one I recommend putting some points into is the Fear multi-takedown upgrades to increase the maximum number of enemies you can take out in a Fear multi-takedown up to 4 and then up to 5. The armor upgrades in the Batsuit tree are also very helpful, but this is going to come down to your playstyle. If you have trouble with the combat sections of the game, put your points into the melee armor. If you have trouble with the stealth sections of the game, then I recommend going up the bullet armor tree. The next tree that I recommend putting points into is the combat tree. The combat tree is pretty huge, but it's built around just a few sort of core ideas and improving those few mechanics. The first sort of concept that you can boost in the tree is special combos, which gives you some special abilities that you can use whenever you string together a combo of attacks without missing or getting hit. I wouldn't recommend grabbing all of the special combo abilities. They're a little bit redundant, but the thing that you should definitely upgrade to as quick as you can is the special combo boost, which allows you to use those special abilities at a 5x combo instead of an 8x combo. In the same vein, the free flow focus, man, that's hard to say, perk is really helpful too. Once you get your combo meter going, you're going to do a lot more damage to enemies, which is going to help you move through combat a lot quicker. One last thing that I'll recommend picking up is the special combo multi-ground takedown perk. A lot of the times in combat, you won't actually take out an enemy with your attacks. You'll just knock them to the ground. This ability will let you instantly take out everybody who's on the ground, and I've used this to take out huge groups of enemies who I had, run around punching. It's a really good way to finish off a fight. The gadget tech tree has a lot of different ways for you to improve the basic functionality of the different gadgets that you'll unlock in the game. But the only part of this tree that I recommend investing a lot of points into is all of the upgrades for the Disruptor gadget. The Disruptor gadget will allow you to basically change the battlefield before you get into one of the game's stealth segments. It'll allow you to sabotage enemies' guns, making them easier foes to take down in the encounter. But it'll also allow you to do things like take out drones that might chase you down, or take out medics that might run around reviving people. It's a really handy tool, and one that you'll use almost every time you get into one of those encounters. And by moving down that tree, you can unlock additional ammo for it, which is going to make things much easier in those stealth segments. Those are just some of my early recommendations for how to spend your points when you first get started playing Batman Arkham Knight. If you play through the game's side missions, which you should because they're all pretty great, you're going to get a ton of upgrade points. So don't worry so much about, wasting your points because you're going to have a ton by the time you reach the end of the game. Again, you should tailor this to your playstyle. If you have trouble with combat, put your points into combat upgrades and so on and so forth. And mainly just do what you need to do to feel like the Batman.